I have the grave distinction of standing in between you and lunch. So I'm going to make this quick and brief for a few announcements and to wrap this up. I think we learned a lot today in terms of taking these global themes and these calls to action into something that we can concretely do within our own space, within our own time. Now, what I wanted to share with you today also is that this is such a rich and intricate journey that we had artists from Pushpin. Many of you know them. They actually trace a journey of a discussion, make it as rich and intricate as possible. And this is actually what happened today. This was live, drawn, illustrated, and this shares with us our ongoing story. This will be available as a giveaway once you reach the exit. Now, as we close, we learned a lot of things today, and I want to summarize them for you. We are talking about collaboration, terms like powering progress together. No doubt you've heard the Aquino administration and other policymakers talk about public-private partnerships. Well, guess what? That's just reinventing the wheel. Because in reality, if you look at this illustration we have here today, the next one, it's basically just a revival of what is so inherently Filipino. That is something we can contribute to the world. This I borrowed from the Botang Francisco collection to show you today, to show you that this is actually a Filipino invention. Something that's been submerged in our psyche and our cynicism over the last few decades and maybe over 2 generations. But no longer. We've had all the stakeholders come today to converge ideas, frustrations, passions, and a way forward. And this is what I ask for you today, to take away this seed, this germinating seed of action, collaboration, and progress that we can all do together. So with that, and as I close, just a few announcements before you go to lunch. First thing is, let's take that slide together. We had this baseline survey here. So I wanted to ask you to take your phones out again and help us with the next question. This is like a time capsule of where we are. We're taking cars today. We're taking carbon-emitting cars today. Not the most efficient, not the most environmentally friendly. So the next question I'm going to ask you is, put your crystal balls together and think about what future mode of transport do you foresee in 2040. Some of us obviously will be in wheelchairs by that time, but it doesn't matter. I want you to think about your children and what they're going to be using. And think about it. You have driverless cars, hydrogen buses, electric cars, a hover car. Those people who grew up with the Jetsons and all these other scientific cartoons. Think about those things. What can you contribute as a shared snapshot for what the future will look like? Because that's the best way we can mobilize action to get there. So I ask you, encourage you to do this over lunch now, and we're going to publish the results through Rappler and the websites. Okay, next, please. Also, just a gentle reminder, as you move out, some of you have not put your visions together. This is very important. The whole world is watching. The personal dedication, actions are going to be collated, synthesized, and brought forward by our team, and eventually brought out as a call to action as well. So feel free. Look at Sui Suarez there. Very proud of his contributions. He's encouraging you to get out there and do yourselves a favor and do us all a favor before you go to lunch. And then finally, next slide, please. You have a takeaway. Firetree Press has brought together these themes with one of the greatest artists in the Philippines today, Joe Mike Tejido, in the beautiful verse and words of May Tobias Papa. And they've put together a book called The Boy Who Could Talk with Bees. So that is actually in your kits right now. Bring it home. Share it with someone you love. This is a journey and a story about sustainability. The Filipino is a resilient race, but more importantly, we are a storytelling race. This is what we want to share with you, the story of resilience, the story of vision, the story of getting things together, one step, one action, one word at a time. And that's my final word for you today. I thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to chatting with you over lunch and getting to know you better and building this vision with you. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.